Hey friend, good morning. It is a beautiful day and I am incredibly excited. We're gonna go camp in the mountains tonight and it's extremely cold out right now in the mountains. They're calling it an Arctic outflow. I've never heard of that before, but we're trying some things new. So we're not taking the van and I'll explain that a little bit later. We've got a summit we're gonna try go up. We've got some important things to talk about. I'm also pumped because I'm gonna be trying a new power system to try do a heater inside of the car tonight. I'm just gonna see what kind of luxury experience I can get sleeping out of the car in the winter, which is a bit of a switch up. I'm very excited.
Talkers on Fridays and screaming kids. It's the furthest down on our list. Wow. Now let it go. Take it or leave it. We resist.
The drive up has been beautiful so far. I just love getting up into the mountains, into the snow. And I'm currently looking for a spot to camp. Okay, I think this is where I'm gonna camp in my car tonight. It feels so great to be out here in the snow. And I'm not entirely sure all the factors, but I think that the colder temperatures impacted having less snow so far. So we've had a bit of a different backcountry season than we normally do at this point in the year. Normally I've been out a bunch of times, and I've only been out twice so far. And I'm actually feeling quite keen to go move my legs right now and get the heart pumping before I set up the car for camping tonight, because I've got some new ideas that I haven't tested in the car. And it might also snow, which I'm very excited about. God, it feels so good to be out here and moving. It feels so good. What a beautiful afternoon. Oh shit. It's that time of year where I'm editing like crazy. I just go into the cave and I spend so much time behind the computer. And I actually have some really exciting news in that regard. But I actually have a film premiering, a film screening that's coming up at the Vancouver International Mountain Film Festival. It's one of my big projects from the summer that I was working on with my friend Judy from Color the Trails. You might recognize her from some other adventure videos that I've shot. And we made a mountaineering documentary this summer. The film is called I Am Because You Are. And it is just such a joyous, awesome story. I'm really proud of what we put together. And I would describe it as just such a fun expression of joyous love for mountaineering and community and trying and learning new things, all of which I obviously care very deeply about. So it's March 2nd. I'll have details down in the description if you want to follow up. And I also am teaching an in-person workshop. You can find those details as well. I mean, come on, look at this. Just beautiful. Wow. We're on my split board today, which is basically these skis that help me climb up things. So that's what I'm doing right now. They have skins on the bottom, which give them traction so I can climb up the snow. And then they combine together into a snowboard, so then I can go down. So we're not gonna be snowboarding any big lines today. The temperature is starting to drop now that the sun is down. It is getting quite cold. Funny thing about bringing a cooler on a winter trip is that it's actually doing the opposite. It's it's keeping my food from freezing. I'm quite excited to get some warm food in me. For dinner, we are eating dry aged steak with roasted potatoes and caramelized onions with some garlic. Fired up for this. Woo-wee. I am quite pleased with that. Yeah, that's incredible. This is pretty good. My hands are so cold. Well, okay. Sleeping arrangement is coming together. The seats up here fold down and we got a nice 6-foot+ bed going on. Why am I taking these gloves off? My hands are still cold. Okay, so for heat, I've actually brought an electric heater. This is totally not what I would normally do, but I think this will actually help kick the ambient temperature in the car up a few degrees at least, at the very minimum. Yeah, like right away it's kicking out so much heat. Oh my goodness, that actually feels so good on my fingers. My fingers get so cold in the transition times when you're moving stuff around and taking gloves off to handle cameras, and I've got gloves, but you got to use your fingertips for so many things, and I've got these lanky long fingers that do not circulate very well. I used to do this with one of those little buddy heaters on a propane canister, and that is just, in an enclosed space, you're definitely asking for trouble. You need there's a whole lot of reasons why that's not great, and one of them being you could kill yourself. The second being condensation is pretty aggressive. Oh my goodness, this is actually getting so warm. I wonder if there's a low mode I can kick it to. So this is the first time I've ever used an electric heater in a car, and I thought about doing it on this trip because I'm testing out the larger Anker battery unit, this big bad boy right here, and I thought this might be a fun way to squeeze out some more luxury and use cases. I mean, clearly I can't run this all night, but I mean, what's the draw on it right now? Okay, it's drawing 800 watts right now. So that's not a light load, but this is pretty fun to be able to use. Honestly, getting cozied in here in the car is actually making me quite nostalgic. I actually got my start in video by filming biking events, like mountain biking and slope style and people doing big jumps and stuff, and that's what I loved filming. And that's kind of the first things that I made videos about. And I was trying to get somebody, or just anybody really, to pay me to go to these biking events to film, or pay me to make anything really. And that wasn't happening. So what I would do, I was still in high school at the time, I would take a Honda Civic sedan model, so not even a hatchback or anything, and I would drive that to these different contest events that were within driving distance, and then I would fold down the back bench and sleep crooked inside the back of a car, because obviously I had no money for a hotel or anything like that. In second thought, now I'm realizing that it would have been probably smarter of me to just bring a tent and a sleeping pad and just go camp in the bush. But maybe I was thinking that I should stay with my gear in the car. I don't know. I was just trying to do it as budget as possible. And so I'd sleep in the car at these bike festivals. And it was, that's how I got my start into video making, and then kind of built up a portfolio of that and took it from there into the adventure world. I have remembered to bring my Kindle. I'm going to hunker down and spend some time with Frodo and Sam and the crew. See you in the morning. When you have the luxury of car camping with an electric heater, you can warm up your fingers that way, and then instead you can partake in other luxuries of life, like making a smoothie out in the mountains, because I'm still putting together my plan of what I want to do today. But this video is sponsored by Anchor, and that's part of the reason why I've been doing some fun things, like cooking a steak meal with an electric cooktop and making a smoothie with a blender out in the bush. And they asked in this video to switch it up a little bit and just share what it's been like actually using the Powerhouse units over the last 6 months, because I've been testing these things, taking them sailing, taking them on van trips, using them to charge things out of the back of my car. I think the biggest thing for me is that most of the things I enjoy doing have batteries involved of some kind. And it's also not just the practicality of being able to keep batteries charged on my laptop and things like that, so I can actually work when I'm out traveling and moving around, but the luxury of being able to plug in things like electric kettles and electric stovetops. Like, that kind of just kicks things up a notch. If you go on a trip with other people, it does feel really good to be the one who's prepared and have everyone else come to you with their electronics to charge. It feels kind of good to be able to contribute to a group dynamic in that way, where you can actually kind of provide something really practical, which is being able to help people keep their stuff charged. So that's kind of just some of the main things that I've really enjoyed about having portable power. The unit that I've been testing in this video is Anchor's just released Powerhouse 767. It's their biggest yet. It's an absolute monster. It's got 2,048 watt hours, expandable battery, rapid charge from 0 to 80% in just 1.4 hours. Check out the links in the description for all their different models and units. Thanks, Anchor, for sponsoring this video. It has stopped snowing, but it's actually warmed up considerably. Travel is going okay. The snow's very, very firm. But I had plans to go up to Zupyak. I think I'm saying that correctly. It's a beautiful ridge line that has these awesome vistas to all these different directions. I've been up there before with my friend Mark. It was very beautiful. But today it's all the peaks are socked in. The pretty low hanging clouds that are making it quite gray up there, which does not bode well for my decision to go up there, because I would kind of like to be able to see. So I've altered plans. Down beneath the valley floor, there's just this really nice tree coverage, and you can just travel for quite a distance. So the plan is to get 10 kilometers today, which isn't really that much. Like if I was running, I could probably get that done in an hour on a trail, but with the snowshoes on and everything, that's slowing me down quite a bit. I think this might be where it makes sense to just wrap it up, because I don't really have anything left interesting to happen. If you want to see some other interesting winter videos like me building an igloo or climbing mountains and getting stuck in wind, you can check out a playlist I've prepared for you down below. And also, I'd love to see you at our film premiere at VIMF in March. That would be so fun for me. We've got workshops coming up this year, so if you're kind of just wondering what's going on, definitely go to adventurefilmacademy.com. That's where I'm going to be posting events that are coming up, like our sailing workshops, where we get out and do adventure filmmaking on sailing boats. And also, we're going to be opening up membership for the Academy soon, getting more people in there, which is fun, an online community for filmmakers. Yeah, anyhow, I'm talking too much. That's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, life's better when you make stuff. Peace.